A Perfect Mistake, Chapter 9, Ohio. Dr. W has this technique for remembering to do something before you forget. It's called Ohio, which stands for Only Handle It Once. The first letter of each word spells Ohio like the state. It's a mnemonic device to help me do things right away before I get distracted. When I lose my homework because I don't put it in my folder right away, he says, Ohio. I have to keep the paper in my hand until it's in my folder. I can't set it down anywhere along the way. She knows I don't forget things on purpose, I just lose track of things. If I only handle something once, it gets easier. It's easier to get things done. Just put the paper in the folder. Just put the phone in my pocket. Just do the thing. That's why I'm sitting in Cal's van Monday afternoon, rattling my way to Bovella's, even though I don't really want to go back there. Samantha's going to fire a million questions at me. The thought makes me sweat, but it doesn't matter if I feel like barfing. I have to find out what happened to Will. This time, when we pull up to Bovella's, there aren't any cars in the parking lot. The sign is flipped to closed, and the lights are low behind the windows. Thankfully, I don't see Luca anywhere. Maybe he has the day off, seeing as they're closed for the holiday. Cal pulls in parallel to the building, stopping the van right in front of the doors. Just give me a sec to call the boss man so he can let us in, he says, as he digs for his phone in the center console, which is piled with empty coffee cups and donut bags. It's okay. I think they know we're here. Samantha Bovella is standing behind the glass front door. She turns a lock and pushes the door open, waving like she's been waiting on us forever. Looks like someone's happy to see us. Cal glances at me and my face heats up, which makes zero sense. Samantha tore me up the last time we were here. We're not friends. I climb out and get busy opening the back of the super van. You need help? Samantha calls over to us. Nah, we got it covered, Cal says at the same time that I say, sure. Samantha props open the bakery door with a wedge and walks over. I hand her one of the reclaimed wood samples that Cal brought to show Mr. Bovella. I have to get back to the donuts in 3 minutes, she says. Donuts? I love donuts, Cal practically shouts. Samantha laughs. What? He says. National Donut Day is my favorite day of the year. She shifts the board to her shoulder with a grunt. I love donuts too, but the commercialization of the calendar is so uncool. What's next? National Cotton Ball Day? Samantha walks away and Cal laughs. She's all right, he says, and I think he's not totally wrong about that. We unload the other wood samples and Cal digs around until he finds his drawings, laptop, and measuring tools. Once Mr. Bovella approves the plans for the display case, Cal will start building them. He and Mr. Bovella sit at one of the little tables up front to go over everything while Samantha disappears into the back. Ohio. Just go back there. I follow her through the swinging door where I find her dunking donuts in sugar. She looks up when I walk in and my stomach drops. I force myself to walk over to her. I need to talk to you. Her eyebrows rise. About? Will. My heart is thudding so hard I wonder if she can hear it. She drops the donut she was sugaring. Are you for real? She starts spelling it out in my head, or I start spelling it out in my head. For real. Freel. Come on, Max. It's not that hard. She has her notebook out now. Detective Sherman came to our house this morning. She did? Is there new information? No, they're out of leads. I have to do something. Samantha studies me. Why didn't you want to talk about it before? I don't want to tell her. Every molecule in my body is screaming at me to say something else, anything else. But the only thing that will help is the truth. Ohio. Just tell her. Will didn't want to go to the res. We made him do it. She gives me a cool stare. And I'm supposed to believe you want to help him now? Heat flashes through me. I messed up, but I'm trying to fix it. She drums her fingers on the notebook. What are you doing tomorrow? Why? We need to go back to the roundhouse. I'll skip work. My dad will cover it. Or my dad will get over it. A wave of nausea hits. I don't know if I can go back there. She tips her head. I thought you said you cared. I do. Then how else are we going to figure out what happened? I don't know. She flings her hands in frustration. I think about Will lying in the hospital. Miss Schwartz pleading and crying, the paper cranes they made for Will at school, The meal trains and prayers at their synagogue. Did I care? Yes. Did I want to know what happened? Yes. Ohio. I forced myself to look Samantha in the eyes. Okay, I'll do it.